Okay, let's get started, right? So, one of my students this morning, she just sent me the question. You know, she from Mitchell's Plain Woodland. She just sent me. She resides in Mitchell's Plain Woodland. She sent me this question. Her name is Kylie. She said, "Hamish, I'm writing within 2 days' time. Could you please help me this question?" So let's solve this question. They say, the first one say, solve for x if f of x equal to 0. The second one, for which value of p will f of x equal to p have the two unequal roots. And now the functional equation, say given from the equation here, if I look careful, you say f of x given, excuse me, I forgot to write this, given the f of x equal to x squared plus 8x plus 8x and the plus 16. Okay, so before I start there, because she says she's very confused, you know, she don't understand other question, what she do, she get right, but some she didn't get right. So let me explain first the whole concept, so that at the time, whichever question you do, you won't have a problem. Okay, let's go first. Let me explain to you the whole. Okay, for example, excuse me, college. Okay, how do you know something is a real root, equal negative roots, or imaginary root? Okay, let's count. If somebody gives to you, right, if negative less than 9, negative 9, we know when you square root, we're gonna get a real number. Means it has to be positive or negative. We know that. It's fuck. But if you had let's say 4 negative and then square root, what happens? When you square a negative number, means for your grade 11, 12, grade 10, they say it's not possible. It's error. It's undefined. Means not possible. Does not exist. But when you go further, face here or grade 12 or Cambridge syllabus, this one is 2i, means 2 imaginary. But I don't want to go further for that. That's going to be something else. I'll explain in another topic. But just for now, just know whenever you square a negative number, it's always imaginary number. Means it's not real number, it's imaginary. If you plug in a calculator, it's going to say error or doesn't exist. So just know from now, when you square a negative number, it's always you get imaginary number. It means it's 2i. Imaginary, excuse me. Means when you square 4, you could say negative 1 and then square it to 4. You can separate this. Means you say is negative 4 square root. Same as say negative 1 square root and 4 square root. And when you square negative 1, it's imaginary I, or some of the book they say j. So whenever you see I or j, don't get confused. And square root of 4, we get 2, which is plus or minus. But don't stress much about that. Just know that whenever you square root negative number, it always become imaginary number. So okay, so from now on, we know whenever square root negative number equals to imaginary number. Okay, let's go back to the question now. For example, if somebody gives us x squared and the plus 9x, for example, and the plus 14x equals to 0, and then how we solve this value of x? Let's use the general question of quadratic. So we say x equal to negative b plus or minus and the square root of b squared 4ac over 2a, and then we say x equal to negative, what is a b? B equal to 9, and then we square root b square, what is b? B is 9 square, and then minus 4 times our a equal to 1 there. So a equal to 1 and c equal to 14 over 2 times a. What is a equal to 1. So now don't stress about the other stuff, just only focus on here. How do you know something is a real root, imaginary, or equal and equal roots? If you plug this in the calculator, if you calculate this, is going to be 81. This number here is going to be 81 right here in. So our intention, we want to focus on inner roots, like how we started there. So this is going to be 81. So it's going to be x equal to negative 9 or plus or minus. And this number is going to be 81 minus 4 times 1, 4. 14 times 4 is 56. Okay, so now we're going to get 2. So this number here, when you subtract, is going to be positive number. So we're going to get the number which can be square root, means it's possible to square root. So now we're going to say, okay, so x equal to negative 9 plus or minus, and then when you subtract there, it's going to be 5, and this is going to be 225 square root, and then you're going to get 2. So I'm going to explain place. So we say, okay, so x negative 9 plus minus 25. So it's going to be x equal to negative 9 plus or minus square root 25 equal to 5, and then we got 2. So how did you see? We see square root of 25, it gave us number. So now we say, okay, so x equal to negative 9, shows me negative 9 plus or minus and that's going to be 5 over 2. So now, what happened now? So these x, these are answers, but sometimes mathematically they say roots. So don't get confused. Oh man, how did they say roots here? I don't understand the word root. Root meaning answer. So we're going to say, okay, x equal to, you plus, you get negative 4. So for the first one, excuse me, let's say negative 9 plus 5 over 2, or our x equal to negative 9 minus 4, negative 14 over 2. So now we finalize, we say, okay, so x equal to negative 4 over 2, negative over 2, or x equal to negative 7, this is negative 2x, or x equal to negative 7. So how do you see from this answer? From this answer we see, okay, how did you notice? I mean, this root, when you say root, means these answers. So the roots, they are 2 unequal. You see, so these are 2 unequal roots. 2 unequal, shows me, 2 unequal real roots. So in other words, say 2 unequal. Hamish, what is unequal? Means this is negative 2 and negative 7. These are not equal number. Excuse me. I mean, this is negative 2, this is negative 7. Excuse me. So these are 2 unequal. Why you say real? Because this is not imaginary. I mean, these are real number. Okay, so at the end of the day, so we go back again. What is causing that? So for your question to know whether the answer has to be real or not, you only look at here. This is the one which is gonna cause. Your answer has to be either real or imaginary. If there is a negative number here, excuse me, if there is a negative number, that means all these answers going to be imaginary. So we have seen our roots are 2 unequal real roots, not imaginary. Okay, let's check out example. That's going to show us imaginary. Okay, somebody gave us, excuse me, x squared, and then we go back to the question that you asked me. Okay, x squared, and then x squared, say 2x squared, 2x squared, and then plus 2x squared plus, excuse me, plus plus 2x minus 12 equal to 0. Okay, so then we say, okay, for this one, x is going to be equal to negative. What is a b? We're going to apply the quadratic formula, same formula that you did, negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So x equal to negative, what is a b? 2 plus or minus, okay, b squared means 2. 2 squared means 2 squared equal to 4 minus 4 times a equal to 2 times c equal to negative 12. Okay, 2 times a, what is a equal to? So x equal to negative 2 and then plus or minus, and then plug this in, it's going to be 4, so this 4 minus, okay, excuse me, okay, plug this in the calculator. Oh, let's make this on top, I hope you don't mind, right? Let's make this one plus, so this is going to be plus, let's make that one plus, so plus, and this is going to be plus, it means c equal to plus 12, so this is going to be 80, 8 times 8 times 12, so say this is going to be 8 times 12, so 12 times 80, and this is going to be 6 and 96, okay, 96 over 4. So you see, when you plug this in a calculator, there's no way you're going to get real roots. Means it's going to be imaginary, because we say from the previous page, means whenever you square a negative number, let's say 25, it has to be square root of negative 1 and the square root of 25, excuse me, 25 here. So, and then negative 1 means it's I, and square root of 25, you get what? You get 5. See, so means by any means this answer here, this root, it has to be imaginary. Why? Because this is going to be x equal to negative 2 plus or minus, and that's going to be negative 92 square root over 4. So you see, means when I put this in the calculator, by any means, or when you calculate that one, it has to be imaginary because it's a negative number. In other words, we know in lower grade we say, or we say no, it doesn't exist, but we know that has to be imaginary number. Means when you square the negative, just like I show here, it's saying negative 1 and then negative positive 22, 92, my apologies. So this is going to be imaginary, and this is just 92. You can plug in the calculator and get the answer. So then when you square it here, it's going to be plus or minus any number in decimal, 92. I don't have a calculator here, but it's going to be 9 point something. So okay, I should plug in the calculator just quick. Shows me. So we say square root of 92, and then AC we get we get 9 point, 9.59. So plus or minus 9.59 plus or minus. So but it has to be imaginary because of this negative. So we know here the root is going to be x equal to -2 plus or minus, and this is going to be 9.51 imaginary. 59, my problem, 9.5, let's see. 59, yeah, imaginary. 59 imaginary roots over 4. So you see, so now we know these roots here means this answer, they're not going to be real roots, they're going to be imaginary. But let's see them if it's going to be equal or not equal roots. So we say, okay, our x equal to -2 plus, so we have to say plus face 9.59i over 4 means over 4, or x equal to, excuse me, -2 minus, because we always say plus, and then you go for minus, excuse me if you don't see there, or minus what? 9.59i over 4, and then you can simplify -2. But at the end of the day, we know if you simplify, let me simplify. So x equal to -2 plus 9.59. Okay, so we say, okay, so our face x value equal to excuse me, -2 plus or minus 9.59i over 4. I can say over 4 and then over 4, or our second x equal to -2 over 4 plus, excuse me, this one is plus or minus. Okay, so let's plus or minus. So we could say the first one, it has to be plus, excuse me, plus, and the second one is going to be minus 9.59i over 4. So when you simplify, by any means these roots not going to be the same, because this one you plus, but this one you minus. So the roots for this case is going to be 2 unequal but imaginary. Remember, because these are not real roots. Hamish, what is imaginary? Imaginary means you square the negative number. You square the negative number. That's why we get imaginary. So that's why we say these are 2, and we can see they are not equal. That's why I say 2 unequal. But unequal what? It is real or imaginary? They are imaginary roots. Okay, there's one more to go. But what did I learn from all this? See, just one more, and then we go back to that question route. Just one more. So we learn the causes all these real root or imaginary. It's just that. Let's write a formula. I'll explain to you. -b. Let's just solve for x equal to -b plus or minus, and then you got, excuse me, b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So the cause is only here, right here. That's what the cause of all this problem. It's not problem. I mean the causes of all variation of the roots means whether the root has to be real numbers or it has to be real roots or imaginary. Only right here. If this number is positive, and then you're gonna get 2. If it's greater than 0, you're gonna get 2. You're gonna get real roots. But if it's less than 0, just like how we see here, if it's less than 0 from the previous question right here, what we see imaginary roots. So we learned that, excuse me, if this one right here, let me write next page please, excuse me, means if b squared minus 4ac, that one inside the root, that one, excuse me, so excuse me, oh my goodness. Okay, I'll just continue next one. I apologize, this is that important code.